and I'm. Welcome back to Katarina's Garage. My name is Katarina Lloyd, and we're here with Stitch again. So stuff happened over the weekend, actually, that unfortunately I didn't get the rear end that I wanted, but that's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world, but, well, you know, that was supposed to happen on Saturday, and just, Guy didn't actually tell me. Luckily, we didn't leave when we were gonna, because Guy messages me when we were going to be about an hour down the road and just be like, oh yeah, by the way, sorry, got called into work. Well, before I tell you, it's like, well, luckily I hadn't left yet, because, yeah, I would have been an hour down the road and would have wasted that much gas. So, thankfully, it all worked out that way. I was hanging out with a friend, and it was all good there. But, you might notice something a little different, actually, before I really delve into the car and everything like that, too. Because I did mention, you know, on Saturday, but I have a new phone, which means new camera. So this is a Samsung A52 5G. It's got a 64 megapixel camera. It is currently shooting in 60 frames a second, so, you know, in 1080. So yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. I am enjoying the phone and I'm getting used to it, but haven't been able to get my mic to work with it. That's kind of really annoying. I'll have to fiddle with that later, but for now, we'll just do how we used to do our videos before. All good. I'll just have to make sure I'm staring at the camera when I talk. So, yeah, anyways, we're here with Stitch, and I've got my louvers back, my plastic louvers, after, it's been a couple months at this point. And it's nothing, you know, just, that's when I finally was able to get down to Calgary again. And for that, anyways. And yeah, you know, we were taking measurements on the back window and stuff like that. All good there. He just is looking for he's looking for just the back window that he can template off of, you know, with the vehicle. And just like, okay, I might be able to find him one. So I'm on the hunt for either back window, or I might just buy a whole car and part it out and do it that way. But until then, you know, he's gonna create some stuff and try and figure it out without it, but we'll see how it goes. But anyways, yeah, there was, I don't know why, it seems like every time I take my cars out on a decent road trip, something happens. Now, this isn't the end of the world, but it's really annoying, and, well, let me show you what happened yesterday. Because, if we take a look, towards the back, you'll see, okay, you know, it looks fine. I mean, it's sitting a little low, right? Well, what happened was, it was actually rubbing on the tire. Which, this one's not too bad, right? This one only rubbed a little. But, if we go to the other side, it's a lot worse. Because you see that? I'm going to be going into Fountain later today and seeing, I don't know, maybe they'll warranty the tire. I doubt it, but because I need rear springs. And the thing is, it does not rub at all when it's just me inside of it. But with me and my dad, it started to rub a bit. So unfortunately, you know, I might need a tire and I'm going to need rear springs. I had a feeling I was going to need springs for a bit, but it's like, no, it's fine. It just, you know, I just sitting a little lower at the back, and that proved my point, or proved that I didn't need them. So it's really unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is, right? Not the end of the world, you know. What's nice, though, actually, about this camera, I just realized, hey, look, I can actually flip the camera to see myself. So that's kind of cool, because the Huawei wouldn't let you do that while you were filming. It was really annoying. But let me back down, put the camera down, and there we go. Okay. So, to try and fix that a little bit, we did roll the fenders, and it's a lot better. It still rubs a tiny bit, but it's not too bad. I'm not sure that back tire might need to be replaced, but the other one is fine. That'd just be annoying if I have to replace that tire. That tire has about 300 kilometers on it. So, yeah, it's a brand new tire. It's annoying. But, you know, it's just one of those deals that it happens. Nothing you can really do about it. You know, it is what it is. But, yeah, so that happened, and of course I didn't get the rear end. So now I need new springs. It would have been perfect if, okay, I got the rear end, I need new springs. Okay, perfect. We can just drop the rear end, put the springs in, put it back in, you know, and put the rear end in, you know, and make it so much easier. But now we got to do it the sketchy way, and I'm just gonna farm that out because I've never actually taken coil springs out of a car, and I would do like a QA1 coilover, but I just don't have the money for it. They're like $1,000, so I can't quite afford a coilover. But I would like to go to coilovers on this thing in the future. But for now, it'll just stay with the regular coils. So totally fine. So I'll just need a couple in the back, and should be good to go for that. But then, you know, that was kind of my weekend, and you know, we were. It's quite nice chatting with Greg again there. Honestly, because we got, you know, I haven't chatted with him in a while, and it was pretty good. I also delivered him some headers that he strictly bought them just to sell them to one of his friends. So yeah, that's fine. He transferred me the money. I gave the money to the guy, and there you go. Bob's your uncle, right? And I was already headed down, and I didn't charge him any extra for it, just due to the fact that, well, he's kind of building me louvers for free, so the least I could do is help him out with this, right? Totally fine. Yeah, then they were Hooker headers for a Monza, or for a Vega Monza, I guess, yeah. They both use the same style header, so, and these are like the long tube headers that actually go outside of the fender and come back in. It's apparently what they did back in the day. So, you know, of that, I haven't actually seen one like that, but there you go. Yeah, other than that, something that I should do, I should show you guys what I got at auction, because it's actually kind of cool, the stuff that I got. And this over here cost me a whopping $13. So let's go take a look at what I bought, because I thought those were jack stands, but they're not. They're like tent trailer stands and stuff like that. But yeah, because I bought these the little while ago. You know, and again, I did not look at these in person, so I just thought, just like, well, I wanted the maintenance ramps anyways, so, you know, I've got maintenance ramps now. I've got these lights, which I'm not going to do anything with. I'll just relist those, and I'll probably relist these stands. And it came with a little jack, which I do not give two craps about. There's this one here, right? I've got a way nicer jack than that, so, yeah. But, you know, that's fine. Again, just added stuff that I can just try and resell and just get my money back, basically, because I don't really care overall. But there's that stuff, and then something that I was going to try and do. Let's go back here. Is I bought this engine back here. It's just underneath this tarp, so that it's just a little protected. At the same auction, right? I didn't look at it. It looks like it's never been fired, actually, so it's kind of nice. Just dirty from sitting. This is a Briggs & Stratton Vanguard engine, so they're like an industrial engine. I didn't realize the size of it, so I'm not going to be able to utilize it on what I wanted. Because this is basically a... this is just designed for, like, machine use, right? You know, I was going to put this on a bicycle and make a moped. But, unfortunately, that was not the case. But as you can see, like, it's actually a pretty good nick. You know? And, like, gas is dry as a bone. But, so, I just have this I'm going to resell this. Because, like, you see down in there. There we go. Just letting it focus. Sorry, getting used to this new camera here, guys. So, and actually something you guys never get to see is my cat, Rascal. Hi, buddy. Hi, Rascal. Hi, buddy. That's Rascal. He is 9 or 10 now. And he's a silly old kitten. Well, let's go back to the front. And make that focus, please. Thank you. This thing likes to go out of focus a lot, so I'm gonna have to play with the settings and figure that out. Because that's kind of annoying. And I could lose entire footage because of that. So, here we go. But yeah, that'll about, I think, wrap up this video, because as soon as this video is done, I am going to, well, there won't be any editing down this video at all. I don't really do much for editing, as you guys know. And you know, because with what I'm doing, there's no need for a lot of editing at all. But, yeah, no, I'm quite excited for the future as well. And also, something I do want to say, thank you to all of you who have been supporting me, have subscribed to the channel, commented, liked my videos, all that different stuff. You have gotten me to 801 subscribers. It's amazing. You know, it was just it was 9 days ago, I was at 750. And of course, somebody's using a chainsaw, so hopefully that's not too loud in the background. At least I think that's a chainsaw. But, yeah, anyways, I'm really excited for that. There is some exciting stuff coming down the pipeline in the future. And I hope, you know, it all works out, because I really want the stuff to work out. You know, and, yeah, I'll get that tire situation figured out in the springs, hopefully this week. If I can get some springs ordered in, and go from there. So, yeah, anyways, I do appreciate you all watching the video here. If you haven't already, you know, subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps me as well to bring you guys further content. Commenting what you may want to see in the future as well, because I do listen to some considerations, but if you ask for pedal pumping or cold starts or anything like that, just stop. There's a couple of cold starts on my channel. You can go watch those if you really want to. It's not my thing. You know, I'm not getting into that whole spiel again about pedal pumping and ugh. Anyways, so yeah. But if you want to see, you know, if you want me to track down, for example, like a certain car to film, let me know. I might be able to do that, because I have a couple connections to some unusual vehicles, and just getting down to where they are is the only thing. But yeah, and other stuff too, and I'm working on stuff in the summertime too, that we're gonna have like this awesome sort of demo derby and soccer game, provided it all works out, with cars. It'll be fantastic. Yeah, and that'll be a big editing affair. It'll take me quite a while to figure out all my editing software with that, because there's going to be different camera angles and stuff like that, and yeah, it'll take a bit to cut and splice and all that stuff and figure it out, because I've never done that before. That'll take me a few weeks, I'm sure. But, so I'm really excited for that. You know, I've got this thing, which unfortunately I didn't get the head and intake on the weekend. I was supposed to, but then Pat got really busy and didn't get back to me at all during the week, during yesterday. So it's like, fudge. Oh well, it is what it is. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the video. You know, please like, comment, subscribe, and also share this with friends or family that might enjoy this type of content, because I know my videos are a lot different than everybody else's typically, because, you know, everybody does editing and this big production more, or they try to, and like with me, I don't care. I would much rather do it this way. It's just my style, right? Very simple and stuff like that. You know, there will be other videos in the future of editing, of course, like I mentioned, but yeah, hope you're staying safe during COVID-19. Good luck with whatever you're working on it. And as well, if you have a vehicle or vehicles, whether, and it doesn't matter what type of shape they're in, you know, it could be rusted out heaps, it could be a fully restored car, it could be a daily driver beater like this, whatever it is, I want to film your car. And residents of Alberta only at this point, and preferably within the Red Deer Calgary zones, might extend it to Edmonton or Lethbridge, but for now it's going to be Red Deer Calgary zones, and especially around here in Sundre too, because there's a lot closer to me, right? I don't have all the money in the world, so I do have to think about travel and stuff like that when I do these videos. And yeah, and unfortunately, our SGI trip to Saskatchewan is probably not happening for a bit. Just, you know, money constraints with Pat and stuff like that. It happens. Oh well. But yeah, anyways. If you want to contact me, though, you can at Katarina's.garage on Instagram and Katarina's Garage on Facebook. I'll drop those two down in the description below. And I hope you all are staying safe during COVID-19, and good luck with what you're working on as well. If you want to let me know what you're working on, I want to hear it, because I love to hear what you guys are doing on your cars. You know, did you do anything fun with your car over the weekend? Did you even do anything fun? You know, like, did you take your car out to the track, or did you get it, you know, cleaned up for a show, or whatever it is? I want to know. So yeah, anyways, I'll end this here. Thank you all so much, and I'll chat to you later. Okay. Bye! Pikachu!